Okay, welcome back, APPA fans, APPA Soccer fans. Been meaning to do this video for quite a long time. This video almost didn't get out there onto the internet today. My wife was being very demanding. So you guys are married? No. Even though I couldn't have my APPA time on this Sunday morning, my wife didn't care. She didn't give a crap. I had to do stuff. I had to do things with her, and I had to go do chores and everything. So, but, as you guys know, when you're married, sometimes after all your chores are done, after all the nice words have been said to the spouse, there comes that magical time where you and your dice and your cards are left alone.
Look at him, I moved it.
Oh, Choo Choo. She just wanted to show me what the cats were doing. But anyways, this is APPA Soccer. What I'm going to show here today is a little bit about the APPA Soccer game, my experience with it, and it's a really, really good game. So APPA Soccer came about, I'm going to guess, probably about 15 years ago. It has had some evolutions early on, had some wrinkles in it, which they really got straightened out. This game is really fun. I know APPA gets a bad rap sometimes by some sports fans, but soccer really is a fun, I mean, in my opinion, soccer is a fun game to watch, a fun game to play on the table. And these cards, I mean, they're APPA cards. They're very, very well done, well put together. So what I'm not going to do this as an instructional, because I'm actually a little bit of a novice to this. I mean, I've probably only played this game maybe like 10 times, like 10, 12 times. But I wanted to kind of show today just a kind of real quick glimpse of how it looks and how it works and everything. So one unique thing about APPA games is all the APPA games are kind of unique in their own way. They have their own little wrinkles. So for example, like golf, like that's the one APPA game that you could actually screw up a player's results by your bad decision making. No matter what's on his card and what you roll. For example, like if you pick a wrong club and your player hits that club, he could get a high score on a hole just because you messed up on your decision making, which is kind of cool about golf. Baseball's like the fastest game. That's the game that plays the quickest. Football is the best strategy game face to face. As far as if you're playing face to face with somebody. Hockey could be their best game. Because how fast paced it is, how all the dramatic rolls. So one unique thing about soccer is it's the only APPA game that uses fast action cards, which are optional. You could play this game three different ways, a bunch of different ways. You could play it all fast action cards, because it actually has like 1 to 66 rolls right on the card there. And you could play it just with the fast action cards. So I have 2 decks over here. You could also play it with all dice. So there's charts in the book. You could just roll dice on all the charts. What I like to do is a hybrid of both. So I like to use the fast action cards for where the ball is, and where the ball is going to be positioned, which you're going to see here in a minute how it works when I do this little flow. And then whenever we get to the player cards, I like to roll, just like classic APPA style, where you roll on the player's card. So, I'm going to do a couple possessions here. So it's almost like football. One interesting thing, if you like APPA hockey, soccer is very similar to the hockey game, except there's no line changes. And that's one really nice thing about it. So when you do APPA Soccer, the score sheet actually is very important to the whole game itself. And you actually need the ratings that are on the roster sheet on the APPA site. So what I'm doing this demo game here, just a one-off, I'm doing 2019-20 Champions League set. We're doing Juventus, which is in the Italian league. They're going to play Manchester City in the. They're from the English Premier League, so they're very, very evenly matched. One cool thing with soccer is APBA tells you about a website on the roster sheet. It's called whoscored.com. And it's really a cool site. It gives you all the stats, formations, information on every single like major soccer team out there. It's a pretty cool site. It's called whoscored.com. So right from there, actually, I got the lineups right from that whoscored.com. APBA gives you the roster, but you actually have to get your own formations and like what the team typically did. So up here I'll have a formation. So you can see Juventus is playing a 4-4-2. That goes 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, 2 attackers. And Manchester City's playing a 4-3-3, which is 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, 3 attackers. As you can see, their team ratings are 5 and 5. They're even. They're very good on defense, with the highest being 5. They're both 4, and on team rating, the highest is 5, and they're both 5s. So these are two. Obviously, they're in a Champions League, which is like the best of all the European leagues. So they're in the Champions League tournament. So they're both really good squads. They both have some superstars. You may have heard of the 2 main guys, Ronaldo and Sterling, for Manchester City. So the neat thing with APBA Soccer is you have to line them up 1 to 10 each team, and with 1 being the most offensive, the guy that's most involved with the offense. And so the guy that is most involved, like their best offensive player, is number 1 down to the number 10 guy, who's usually like a defender. So you rank them ahead of time, and the rating is right on the car. See, offensive 6, so he's the highest offense for Man City. And Ronaldo's an offense 7, so he's the highest one there. So as you play through this, you're trying to get the ball to the highest offensive guys, which obviously they're the best scorers. They're trying to pass it to him or get it to one of these top 3 guys or 4 guys, because they're going to give you the best chance of scoring. A classic reason why people don't like soccer is low scoring, but I think it's fun. It's a lot of drama. To give you an example, I just played the first half, and there's only 6 shots on goal for Man City, and Juventus only has 1 shot on goal for the whole half, 45 minutes. And of those shots, it's very similar to hockey. You get in range. So if you roll on your shot on goal rating and you get it the rating or under, your shot's in range, and then you have to go to the goalie card. So it's just, that's why it's a lot like hockey. But very exciting. I mean, Sterling had 2 shots on net, and Juventus goalie stopped both of them. So Whitelick, Szczesny. So let's get go. I'm not going to play the whole half. I'm just going to show you 3 ways I do it. So I'm going to start with, so Man City's going to have the ball to start. And I'm going to do the first session all dice. We're going to see who, we'll do this Man City possession all dice. And then I'm going to switch to all fast action. I'm going to do a combination of both. Like I said, this is all, that's the 3 optional ways you could do it. So this will be, I'm going to use all dice and charts here. So let's do the kickoff here. Timing, every time you see a T on the charts, you click a time. And every time you get a reading off the card, you get a time. So I rolled a 23. And I go to the chart here, and it says 23 on the kickoff. See, it says a T there, so I'm going to click a time. So you add them for the kickoff, so that's 5. So Man City will kick the ball into D, the D section of the field. So I'm going to put a time there since it said T. That's like almost like 30 seconds off the clock. So Man City's going this way. So they get it down to D. Now, what you have to do then is you have to see who has the ball in D for Man City. So you're going to roll on this chart right here to see who has the ball. That's 21 in D. Then you look under D. So the number 2 guy has the ball. See, it says 2 there. So the number 2 guy for Man City is Jesus. Oh man, they're definitely going to score. Yeah, Jesus is scoring. So it's Jesus for Man City. So what we're going to do is we're going to now roll on Jesus's card. So Jesus has it. So I didn't have a time. There wasn't, there wasn't a T under the control chart, so I don't check a time there. But now I'm going to roll on Jesus's card, Jesus's card. And whenever I get a reading off a card, I'm going to, on this tablet, I'm going to mark a time. So we'll go see what Jesus does. And just like APPA, I mean, doubles are good, typically. 16, so it says 43. So I have 2 books. I have one over here, and I just bought a second book just to have it, because it's just to save on chart flipping. So what you do, I'll show you what the charts look like. So Man City has it. Juventus is 442. Okay, so here's the action chart. I think almost like the forecheck chart in hockey. So like I'm only looking on this chart right here for what happens on this 43. So 43 under D, it says HD. That means it's a header to D. So he, Jesus, think of those headers, you know, when those guys jump up in the air and they're like heading the ball. That's what happened just now. So when that happens though, you don't know where the ball is going to land. So you have to roll on the loose ball chart and see who has it. And higher rated, lower rated. So you're looking at the team rating. Again, they're tied. So we're looking at this 0. So the higher rated team there is no higher rated team because there's no difference. So we're going to give it to the home team if it's higher, comes out higher. So he heads the ball, 43, it says LRT, which is lower rated team. So that'll be Man City since they're the visitors. So Man City's going to keep the ball in D. So now once again, we have to roll to see who has the ball in D. So it's 16 under D is 2. So number 2, so Jesus has it again in D. So we're going to roll on a Jesus's card. 65, 49, that might be a foul or something. Let's see. So 49 on D is a foul suffered. Okay, so what you do is you have to rank each player based on like how many fouls they suffered and how many fouls they caused. So that was a 49, so foul suffered. So a Manchester player got fouled at D, so we'll see who got fouled. 62, and you look at this player ID chart. It says the number 5 under the foul suffered. So I have the foul suffered already ranked. So I looked at number 5 guy. That is Bonucci. Or actually, that's the Juventus guys. Number 5 is Gungadin. I call him Gungadin. So Gungadin got fouled. And then what we have to do is we have to find who did the foul, because there might be a red card or yellow card. So we roll again. 45. Let's see who committed the foul. So that is 5. And that is, let's see who that is on Juventus, who caused it. So Bonucci fouled him. So Bonucci fouls Gungadin. So we have to first see if we got like a yellow card or red card. Okay, so Bonucci, so it's kind of like hockey with his with their major miss. So you roll. So if he rolls like 11 or less, he'll get a yellow card. 13 or less, they get a red card. And okay, so that's nothing. So that's an unintentional foul. So no, there's no power plays in soccer. So what he does is the guy that got fouled, which was Gungadin, gets a direct kick right from D. So we're going to roll on a direct kick chart. So let's mark the time there. 2, I think it was like 3. Okay, so up to 48 minutes now. So we're going to go to this chart that says direct kick. And I'm going to roll on this and mark a time. And that'll tell me where 7 on D. So he gets it all the way to A. So seeing soccer, you want to get closer to the goal, obviously. So Gunga Ding gets it over to A. So now let's see who has an A for Man City. So 54. Again, on the chart, we're looking at A. We're hoping Sterling gets this. 54 and D and A is number 6. So that will be Rodri. Okay, so Rodri has it in A. Okay, so now we're going to roll on Rodri's card. 65-33. So that's I got a reading off of cards and mark time. So 33 under A is he passes it to number 1 guy in D. So he passes it back here. But the number 1 guy is Sterling. So remember, we were trying to get it to the number 1 guy. So that's good. So Sterling, our best player's got it now. So he passed it back to Sterling. And we're going to roll on Sterling's card. 61-46 on D is out of bounds. Ah, crumbs. So that means he tried to pass it back to, so Sterling just tries to pass it, and it goes out of bounds over here. So Juventus will take over possession. Now, when there's changes of possession like that, what you do is that everything comes from X. So we're going to do a throw-in from X, and it's going to be Juventus's ball. So we do a throw-in, and then we're going to do right here, we're going to mark a time once we do this roll. We're going to see where the Juventus guy, he's trying to go this way to score on this goal over here. So 6 on the throw-in is he gets it to F. Okay, so he didn't get too far there, and then we'll mark a time on that. So 49 minutes in. Okay, now we got to see who has an F. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change modes right now since Juventus has the ball. I'm going to show you guys how nice these fast action cards are. So I'm going to switch over to all fast action cards for this. And this actually flows a lot better because there's a lot less rolls for that, seeing who has the ball and everything. So I'm going to go F. So we know Juventus has the ball in F, so all you got to do is look at this player control F, and it'll say a number here, which is randomized. It says number 10 has an F. And that is Kadira, number 10 guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll on his card and mark a time. Okay, so we got a roll. We have a two dice roll up here, so it's 52. I'll mark a time. And we look at 52 on his cards of 25. And 25 on F. Okay, and he's in 442, 25 on F. Okay, he passes it to F, the number 9 guy in F. So he passes to the number 9 player. And that would be Danilo. Okay, so we're going to roll on Danilo's card. So you get draw another card. You can see it says 56. Let's mark a time. So we're taking time. 56 is 27 for Danilo. Okay, and they're in F. So X9. So there's a star there. So what that means is I could actually try to get it up to one of my top guys now since it's a star, but the defense has a chance of taking this away. So I'm going to try to pass it up to Ronaldo if I can. All right. And let's see what we could do. So I have to just roll the dice and check this chart to see. Okay, we got let's see, that's a 3. So he passes it to Ronaldo. So he gets it to Ronaldo in X. So Ronaldo has an X, which is what we want. We want Ronaldo to have it. So let's get a time. Since Ronaldo has it, so it's 44, which should be good. So it's a 44. It's a 5. All right. And 5 from X is a pass to D, number 2 guy. Okay, so he passed it to Higuain. D2. So Higuain has it in D. Let's get a time here. Higuain rolls a 451, 9, and D is a shot. Okay, we're gonna hit the shot. We'll let this resolve. So Higuain gets a shot on goal right here. Like I said, they're rare. I mean, this is only the second shot on goal in the whole game for them. So you see his shot range is 36, so a lot like hockey. So let's roll this way. Once he's trying to pick 36 or less. 61, so out of range. And then there's a chart you roll on. Since I got a 61 is out of range, so there's no X on that. Let's get the goalie save. Missed shot. See, it says even like the missed shots. Shot wide, goal kick. Okay, so that would be those plays where he hits it wide and then the goalie like kicks it all the way down the field. So that's it. That's a little bit APBA Soccer. See a lot of back and forth, a lot of field position, trying to get to your best guys, a lot of strategy. I mean, you could play very defensive and like you really make it hard on the other guy to score, just kind of like the O-Day. But instead of O-Day, they have different charts. So it's pretty nice. So I'm gonna let this video end it here, just because the battery looks like it's going dead. I hope you guys just enjoyed that little sample of APBA Soccer, and hopefully you get it back on the channel here at some point. So I'm just going to finish up this game up, and hope you guys have a great Sunday. Talk to you later. Bye.